Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and very good evening, I bet, to all the viewers out there. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining me today. Today, I want to talk to you about pressing issues that affect our oceans and marine life, which is oil pollution. In the next few minutes, we will explore the causes, effect, and a real-life example of this environmental disaster. So, let's dive in. Oil pollution occurs due to a variety of causes, but one of the primary contributors is oil spills. This can happen during offshore drillings, transportation, and accidents involving oil tankers. Negligence, equipment failure, or natural disaster like hurricanes can trigger these catastrophic events. So, the effects of oil pollution are devastating, both in the short and long term. First, the immediate impact is felt by marine life. Oil spills coat the feathers of the birds, clog the gills of fish, and damage the sensitive ecosystem of coral reefs. The toxins released by the oil can harm or kill organisms, disrupting the entire food chain. Moreover, the oil pollution has long-lasting consequences on human communities that rely on the ocean for their livelihoods. Fishing industry suffers as fish populations decline, leading to economic instability and loss of jobs. Coastal communities can also face health risks when exposed to toxic fumes and contaminated water. To better understand the gravity of oil pollution, let's examine a real-life example. We want to look onto the Deepwater Horizon oil spills that occurs in the Gulf of Mexico in 2010. It was one of the largest marine oil spills in history, releasing an estimated 4.9 million barrels of oil. The Deepwater Horizon explosion claimed the life of 11 workers and resulted in a continuous discharge of oil into the Gulf of nearly 3 months. The spill contaminated over 1.3 million thousand miles of coastline, wreaking havoc on the region's delicate ecosystem and local economies. The effect of Deepwater Horizon spill were far-reaching. Dolphins, sea turtle, and numerous bird species suffered from oil exposures. Fish population declined, impacting the livelihood of thousands of fishermen. The ecological recovery is ongoing, and long-term consequences is still unfolding.
The international efforts to address of oil spills are grounded in a series of crucial conventions and treaties. These international agreements provide a framework for cooperation, response planning, and compensation, ensuring a coordinated approach to tackle the oil pollution. So now, let's take a closer look. The International Convention of Oil Pollution Preparedness, Response and Cooperation, commonly known as OPRC, serves as a cornerstone for international collaboration in dealing with oil spills. The convention outlines requirements for preparedness, response planning, and cooperation among states, fostering a collective effort to mitigate the impact of oil pollution. And now, another significant treaty is the International Convention for the Prevention of Pollution from Ships, also known as MARPOL. So this convention contains regulations aimed at preventing marine pollution with specific provisions addressing oil spills prevention, response, and compensation. MARPOL's Annex 1 establishes standards for tanker construction, operation, and response measures, ensuring safer practices in the marine industry. Then we have another one, which is the International Maritime Organization, or IMO, plays a crucial role in maritime safety and pollution prevention. As a specialized agency of the United Nations, the IMO develops and adopts regulations, guidelines, and standards related to the oil spill and other forms of marine pollution. So their work actually involves facilitating international cooperation, promoting best practices, and supporting capacity building initiatives to enhance global preparedness and response capabilities. To ensure that those affected by oil spills receive appropriate compensation, the international and national frameworks have been put in place. One such mechanism is the International of Oil Pollution Compensation Funds, governed by the International Convention on Civil Liability for Oil Pollution Damage and the International Convention on the establishment of an international fund for compensation for oil pollution damage. These conventions establish liability limits for ship owners and create mechanisms to facilitate prompt and sufficient compensation for damages caused by oil spill from tankers. This is to ensure that affected communities and ecosystems receive the financial support they need during the recovery process. Many countries have implemented port state control measures, enabling them to impact vessels entering their ports and ensure compliance with international and national pollution prevention requirements. Through this inspection, authorities verify the presence and condition of required of oil spill response equipment, discouraging non-compliance and promoting adherence to the best practices. So, the use of aerial and satellite surveillance technologies has become increasingly valuable in detecting and tracking oil spills. These advanced technologies assist authorities in identifying and monitoring incidents, facilitating timely responses and enforcement actions against polluters. By enhancing monitoring capabilities, we can minimize the damage caused by oil spills and protect our ecosystems.
Our oceans, covering over 70% of the Earth's surface, are crucial for sustaining life on our planet. However, they are facing an unprecedented threat: marine pollution. From plastic waste to chemical spills, our actions have left an indelible mark on this delicate ecosystem. But fear not, for through technology and collective effort, we can reverse the damage and restore the vitality of our oceans. In recent years, remarkable advancements have been made in the realm of marine pollution technology. Autonomous underwater drones equipped with sensors are being deployed to monitor and collect data on the pollution hotspots. These drones help identify sources of contaminations, enabling prompt action to be taken. Furthermore, innovative filtration systems have been developed to extract these microplastics from seawater, reducing their harmful impact on marine life. These advancements not only help combat pollution, but also serve as a valuable tool for research and education, enabling us to understand the extent of the problem and devise effective solutions. And the using of the skimmers, booms, and the in-situ burnings, also the chemical to break down the oil droplets, is widely used and commonly during these years. Addressing marine pollution requires a collaboration approach on global scale. Thankfully, several international frameworks and agreements have been established to promote SDG of 14, which is Life Below Water, aims to conserve and sustainably use the oceans and marine resources. Additionally, the International Maritime Organization (IMO) sets standards and regulations to minimize pollution from shipping activities, including of oil spill and emissions. So, the regional agreements such as the Barcelona Conventions in the Mediterranean and the OSPAR Conventions in the North Atlantic facilitate the cooperation among countries to address this marine pollution collectively. These frameworks serve as vital platforms for sharing knowledge, best practices, technology, and fostering a united front against this global challenge. While technology and international cooperation are crucial, we must also prioritize public awareness and education. By informing and empowering individuals who can change behaviors, habits, and inspire a collective community to safeguard our oceans. Schools and communities play a vital role in educating the younger generations about the importance of marine conservation. Initiatives like beach cleanups, educational campaigns, and integrating marine pollution awareness into curriculum and can shape future leaders and advocates for a cleaner and healthier ocean. In conclusions, Marine pollution demands our urgent attention and collective action. Through technological advancements, international cooperations, public awareness, we can reverse the damage and protect the diverse ecosystem that rely on our oceans.